Respected seniors and my dear friends, before I start with my webinar, I would like to thank Dr. Satish Kumar Reddy sir for inviting me over here to share my views over web presence with you all. The topic of my presentation today is building your web presence checklist for dentists. I am Dr. Gaurav Gupta, a practicing orthodontist from Pune. For all of you who have attended my webinars or seminars before, this must be a familiar slide. This slide is my way of thanking my teachers and mentors who have guided me in the journey of orthodontics, dentistry, and life in total. Thank you, teachers, for being there with me always. For all those who are in doubt of internet as a very, very important tool in spreading your practice or increasing walk-ins in your practice, let us share some statistics. Internet usage around the world is as high as 24 billion people worldwide. 70% of them use internet every day. Let us come to the statistics of internet users in India. 2 years back, the number of users in India of internet were 137 million. In just 2 years, this figure almost tripled to 354 million, with 216 users in the urban population and 138 million in the rural, thereby making India one of the highest internet users in the world, and thereby making India a very good market to actually increase your practice by having a good online presence. This was a very interesting post I received in one of my social media handles, which actually tells us about what actually happens in this world of internet every minute of the day. For example, Amazon sells as much as $83,000 every minute. Google receives more than 40 lakh search requests in a minute. Facebook has more than 24 lakh 60,000 posts in a minute. There are more than 20.4 million email messages on the internet, email every minute. So why actually do we have to have a web presence? In my opinion, today's patients are very well informed. 52% of the patients use health information sites for research. They are internet savvy. 77% of the patients use search engines for booking their appointments. Today's patients are very social. Before they get to a practice, they actually go on to their various social media handles and see how people are talking about that particular dentist or the practice. And that is where your online reputation management comes into play, about which I would be talking in detail in the future slides of this presentation. So I hope I have changed the expression of doubt to the expression of what to do after I have shared the statistics with you. So let us now see what actually has to be done to create a good web presence. First and foremost, you have to make a good online presence blueprint. What is an online presence or a web presence blueprint? It consists of all the ingredients required to be present on the internet. For example, having a good website, a good search engine optimization, a good social media management, a online reputation management or online testimonial management, and a very good email marketing. For those of you who are not into online promotion as of now, let me tell you, don't get hassled about seeing this blueprint. You don't have to do all the 5 things together. You can start one by one by making a beautiful clinic or your professional website, which is not necessarily very fancy and expensive, but a website which is very informative and talks about your skill sets and your relations with your previous patients. So let us get on to how you actually have to plan a very good website. What should be the name of the website? The name of the website can be your name, name of your practice, but remember one very essential component, that the name should not be very, very long, because then the patient or the person looking for a walk into your practice would not remember it, and he may not reach the website of your practice. The name should be very, very easy to remember and should be very easy to associate with. And the first and foremost thing which is very important is that the name you are looking at should be available for you to actually use. Second foremost question which comes into the mind of a user is that how do I register the name whichever I have shortlisted? For that, there are a lot of sites like GoDaddy.com or IndiaLinks.com where you can search for a domain and it will tell you whether that domain is available for you or not in the .com, .in or .go in format. What are the different types of websites which are available? The websites are the desktop websites, the mobile websites, and the websites which are available on the tablet. The various types of websites actually decide on whether the patient is going to have a walk-in with you in your practice or not. The next question, a very important question, pertinent question which comes into the mind of patients, to the mind of the dentist, is that how much will it cost to get a good website made? Let me share with you the finances involved to actually build a website. First and foremost is the cost of the domain, which is approximately 700 per year. Cost of email hosting and forwarding is included in that 700 years. Cost of website hosting is approximately 2,000 per year, and cost of website development can range from 5,000 to 20,000 depending on how fancy you want to make your website. Let us go through the various ingredients or the various important information which is required on the landing page of a website. For example, you should have the logo of your website prominent on the landing page of your website. Telephone number should be very prominent on the topmost right side of your website. The headers you choose are the main heroes of your website. The landing page of your website actually should consist of these headers, which include a home header, about us header, information about your clinic, information about your services, smile gallery, and contact us information. The landing page should have all kinds of special certifications which you have, which actually increases the chances of building a rapport with the person who has just walked into your website. You should have the contact information of the main working dentist of your practice on the landing page, which is easily available. You should have a shortcut to the smile gallery, which actually talks about your success stories and the patient's photographs, that is how they were before the treatment and after the treatment. So if a patient finds a situation which is similar to his and he finds your results to be good, he might actually end up booking an appointment in your practice. And once he decides that this is the practice where I have to go, and if you have an appointment request form on the landing page, you have actually earned that walk-in by the patient. Telephone number, I would like to insist again, should be on a very prominent top right side with bold letters available so that if the patient actually decides to do a walk-in with you, he or he he or she should be able to contact you through the phone number which is available on the topmost right corner. Some of the websites also have a ask a question section or a pop-up. As soon as you log into the website, this kind of a message opens up. Only after you share your contact details are you allowed to enter the website. Though I am not a very big fan of this pop-up because some patients would like to create a rapport with your practice by going through your credentials on your website and then want to book a appointment with you. Link videos as in walk-in of your clinic or videos on awareness. For example, my website www.freshsmilespune.com has a clinic walkthrough video on its main page as well as the iOS public awareness film on the main landing page. What is the importance of having a walkthrough on the landing page? When a patient goes through a walkthrough, he actually gets to know how your practice is, and when he actually walks into your practice, he is familiar with your practice, and that is how he creates a rapport with the dentist with whom he is creating a walk-in through an online website. Another important thing is that we should integrate our practice on Google Map. It is very easy. Go on to the Google Map, identify your location, drop a map pointer over there, and then Google will send you a by post pin, which you would have to authenticate on this Google Map website, and your location would be stored on Google Maps. Why they send a physical authentication is to actually confirm the location which you have dropped in. The person who has dropped in that location is actually available at that location. Another important thing for website is backlinking. Remember one thing, my friends, website is your virtual workspace. And only if people know that this workspace exists, will they be able to come there. And that can happen through backlinking. Backlinking is a process of reinforcing your website on other websites or other medias so that the patient or the visitor is directed towards your website. First and foremost method of website backlinking is the third-party directories. Third-party directories like Yellow Pages, Just Dial, and so forth and so on. You should make sure that you are present on their website and your website is present with your contact on that website. Social networking websites like Facebook, Twitter, you should have your website over there. You should also write blog posts. It's very easy to write a blog post. And at the end of the blog post, instead of writing your address or anything, it is always beneficial to write your website or the domain name so that the patient is directed from the blog post to your domain. And if he likes your domain and your credentials, he might end up booking a walk-in with you. Online articles, there are numerous health magazines or newsletters online which actually entertain online articles from professionals like us. So if you actually give them online articles, at the end of the article, your correspondence can be your domain so that a person who reads your article and likes your article is redirected to your website. Affiliate banner advertising. This affiliate banner advertising is a method of advertising on third-party websites in the form of banner. For example, on websites like Just Dial. I will talk about banner advertising in detail in my future slides. This is what is third-party directory inclusion. You can have your name included in all of the directories. This includes your chances of earning a walk-in from a patient who wants to get a dental treatment done. Social media, you should have a professional social media page for your clinic. And in that social media page, there is a provision of promote website. So you should promote your website through that social media. Banner advertising, as I told you, this is a banner. So anybody visiting this particular website, say it is justdial.com, but it has a banner of Doshi Dental Clinic on it. So a person can actually click on this banner and get redirected towards the website. Add a blog link to your website. This is my blog, and you can see at the end of the blog, I always mention the name of my domain. And anybody who likes my blog is redirected to my website. Offline website backlinking. In my practice, I do offline backlinking by placing the name of my website or my domain name on the various flyers, patient education, awareness, and promotional flyers. We have a tradition of sending greeting cards on various festivals to our existing patients or past patients, and that greeting card also you can see we always have our website linked. On the doors of my clinic and in various areas of my clinic, I have the scan QR code of my website. So anybody interested can just scan this QR code and is redirected to my website. On the windscreen, back windscreen of my car has this sticker which actually reads the name of my website. So anybody interested who reads this name offline and who needs dental treatment might actually go ahead and try to visit my website. And if and only if he's impressed with my credentials as a dentist, will he book a walk-in with me. Remember one thing, friends, online presence does not assure you treatment of the patient. It only assures or redirects the patient to your practice. Eventually, the patient books in a walk-in or a treatment with a practice only after he or she is convinced with your credentials as a good dentist. Coming to the second ingredient of the web presence blueprint, which we had spoken before. The second ingredient being the search engine optimization. There are various search engines available in the market. But remember, 59% of the stake of the various search engines is Google. So let us talk little in detail about Google. And for people who believe with this t-shirt, what is written in this t-shirt, they may not even require Google. I don't need Google. My wife knows everything. So what are the various building blocks of search engine optimization? First is getting prepared. What do you mean by getting prepared? Getting prepared means you should actually do a good research on what are the keywords you would want to have on your landing page. What are the various blogs you would want to have on your landing page, and how do you want to notify Google about your website? The second would be great content. Just putting keywords does not make your website visible on search engines. You should have great content because search engines, giants like Google, actually have a very beautiful algorithm to eliminate websites which are faking their information on the website. You can link building foundations, like I told, the backlinking foundations, directory submissions, press releases, blog spots, social media promotions, all that can be actually linked, and that will help you in search engine optimization. That will help people to search you on various search engines. Advanced linking options like blog contests, guest blogging, reviews, and Wikipedia are something which are also very, very helpful in creating a good search engine optimization. Social media, as I mentioned, Twitter, Google+, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, these are the various other social media websites which can help you to promote your website. And once it helps you to promote your website, your traffic on the website is increasing. Automatically, the search engine identifies you as a website which is very popular, and it starts taking you on top of their list. And always remember, refine your websites after reviewing analytics. See what kind of traffic is coming to your website, and then optimize your website based on the type of traffic coming to your website, so that the search engine actually is able to help you to take it to the top. Remember one thing, Google doesn't care whether you are an expert, what kind of training you have done, and what kind of treatment you provide. Google understands only one thing, and that is keywords. We are in a world where when the teacher says you may take notes, the students actually don't sit and write notes. They take a photograph of the blackboard. In this world, it is very important that we are to the point in whatever we want to convey. So that is where keywords play a very important role. As I am an orthodontist and I want my website to promote orthodontics because that is my major skill set, I have chosen keywords pertaining to orthodontics like orthodontist, Invisalign, braces, Sure Smile, Damon, all those kind of keywords. And you have to identify your differentiator and use that as keywords in your practice. Your practice could be a practice which is providing dental implants, laser therapy. You should emphasize on these advanced treatments or your differentiators as keywords on your landing page of the website. That is how the search engine, whenever there is a search of that kind of a keyword, will direct your website on the top of the search engine. So let us understand how Google works. For example, if somebody searches orthodontist in Pune, this is how it appears. So there are various types of searches. One is the organic search. Organic search is the type of search which is of your own website. This is a type of search which takes a lot of time after a lot of rapport building with that search engine and the patients that you are actually shown on top of the search of that particular keyword. But there are other options, for example, pay-per-click options, which are paid Google AdWords, which are available on top. Let me share with you a recent study which says that patients do not click on paid ads because they consider dental treatment to be, again, a treatment which is very personal. So they actually prefer organic searches through real authentic testimonials for making their choice to get into your practice. And the third type of category in the search engine is the local maps. Local maps, actually, when you search for a keyword, the local maps shows the kind of practices which actually suit that keyword on that local maps. That is why I told integration of your practice to Google Map is very important. Local searches, when you search, this is how they open. And you can see these are the 3-4 practices which open up when you open orthodontist in Pune. Google AdWords. Let us go in slight detail about Google AdWords. There is a website which is googleadwords.com, which is part of the support.google.com. Over there, you can go on the category of the AdWords, create an AdWord account, and then it is Google who creates an ad for you on some nominal charges based on the geographic arrangement or the geographic area of your practice. Coming next to the next ingredient of the blueprint, that is social media management. Social media mainly are of various types and they keep most of us busy throughout the day, especially in these days where we are having frequent lockdowns due to the corona pandemic. Amongst these various social media handles, Facebook is the topmost and it has the maximum traffic of 84% on it. Keeping into consideration the limitation of time for this presentation, I would share with you only the algorithms and the social media management of Facebook. What is the main benefit of having social media marketing? It increases the chances of walking. That means it generates leads. It improves your search rankings because through social media, when patient gets an opportunity to visit your website, the traffic of your website increases, and that's how the search ranking increases. Grows business partnerships, as in when through social media, various people have a look at your practice, they go on your website, and then they try to partner with you. Reduced marketing expenses. As all of us are aware that creating a social media handle on Facebook is free of cost. It is only when we go for paid Facebook ads is what is the chargeable part. So actually going on a social media marketing campaign is very, very economical for us. It improves our sales. Sales in respect to dentists is increases our walk-ins and the number of patients attending our practice and getting treated. It develops a rapport, develops loyal fan means develops loyal patients who are happy with your treatment and then they are your mouth to mouth publicity tools. Provides marketplace, obviously because a social media is a marketplace which reaches people whom you cannot reach physically. As I told you before, it increases traffic to your website and it increases exposure to your website. So what is Facebook marketing? Facebook marketing is a totally different vertical of Facebook from what we have Facebook as a social media for our personal use. Facebook marketing is the commercial side of Facebook. So that is why I stress upon you having separate professional handles and separate personal handles. Please do not mix your clinic promotions with your personal Facebook page because nobody is interested in what is happening in your personal life and if they want to walk into your practice. So for people who don't have a professional page, I will just walk you through how you can create a professional page for your clinic. Go on to the Facebook login of your personal ID if you have one. Then on the left side, you will have this option of create page. Click on create page and then you can put a cover page and your profile picture and the various posts. This is as simple as it is to form a professional Facebook page. And then you can see this aspect of build audience over here. And if you click on that, there is a promote page option. Just click on the promote page option. And then when you click on that, this is how Facebook creates an advertisement for you, which is quite creative. I will show you various other examples. And coming on to the commercial aspect and the money aspect of this, you can see you can actually choose interests over here. So when you put these keywords over here, Facebook is only going to show your Facebook ad to people who have shown interest in these keywords. And depending on these keywords and your geotapping, that is your geographical location, they come out with a budget per day, which is as low as 63 rupees to as high as 6,000 rupees, depending on the keywords you choose and your geographical location. This is another ad which is made by Facebook. Another one more. Now coming on to the next part of the blueprint, that is online reputation management. This itself is a 1 hour topic, but I would like to share with you certain important points pertaining to this topic. Do you actually know your reputation online? And most of you must be thinking, how do I find that out? It is as simple as Googling it. Just Google your clinic name or your name on Google, and you will understand how Google actually rates you. You can see over here when we do a Google search for my practice, there are various feedbacks or the ratings which are available for the clinic. Next aspect is how to receive great testimonials. You can put a sticker on the entrance door of review us on Google, or you can ask the patients to write a feedback directly through their tablet. You can also ask for emails from the sending links by sending links through emails. You can also invite testimonials by sending links through SMS. You can invite sending links through WhatsApp also. Ask your receptionist to ask for testimonials. This is another way of actually getting good testimonials. In olden days, testimonials were got through the physical writing over the feedback book. But that form of taking testimonials was a very, very not personal form of taking testimonials because it could not be displayed onto the digital media. So in the future, what I did, I transferred all my feedback book testimonials to my website. And now they are available to be studied by the various people who actually reviewed me on the feedback book. You can also take Google reviews on the Google website. You can take Practo recommendations on the Practo website, depending on your visibility with Practo and what you have to offer. You can see over here, there is 100% acceptance or 100% positive feedback from 2,216 votes on Practo.com. Fresh Smiles has 100% feedback of 216 votes who have always voted for Fresh Smiles. Just Dial also rates Fresh Smiles very high with 34 ratings of 5 star and thereby creating a rapport with the various patients who want to walk into my practice. This is a detailed testimonial on the various websites. This is of the website of Just Dial. After reading such a wonderful testimonial, it gives confidence to the patient that yes, she or he or she has chosen the right practice for their walk-in for a dental clinic. YouTube patient testimonials are also very helpful in increasing the walk-ins to the dental clinic. For people who are apprehensive about taking feedbacks from the patient with the fear that the patient tomorrow might actually give a bad review of the dentist, you should not be scared of such patients. Here is an example of a patient in London who actually slammed the practice with a $125,000 fine because the practice actually had a CCTV recording of the patient who's actually lying about what the practice did to them. And that is how actually the clinic was compensated by the patient because the patient was sued for implicating the practice into wrongdoing. And the fine, my dear friends, was not less. It was $125,000 pounds. So the various aspects of online reputation management are that you should review your testimonial and remain calm. Try to remove the bad content from the testimonials if possible. Use search engine optimization to actually know your ratings. Write very good content and surpass the negative review if you have got any. Repeat on checking your testimonials all the time. Monitor your reputation on a regular basis. Share your reputation on social media on regular basis. Add images and videos of testimonials on your various handles to create a rapport with a person who wants to visit your practice and who can take a decision by seeing these testimonials. Banner advertising. Banner advertising is something which is available on a third party website as a banner, and when a person clicks on that banner, he or she is redirected to their website. This is a good form of actually backlinking your website once you have made a very good website. More often than not, these banner advertisements are very expensive, and I, in my personal opinion, feel that they are not the best source of on increasing your online presence. This is another example of banner advertisement. Viral marketing. As all of us are pained with a viral pandemic, I don't think I have to explain what viral marketing is. Viral marketing is something which spreads from one to another rapidly, like the coronavirus is spreading. You can see that if once you share an information with a person and then he shares with his group of people, that group of people share with their group of people, and a particular information, something like beware of orthodontic quacks or orthodontist versus dentist, is shared and it reaches a lot of people, is an example of viral marketing. It requires very, very less investment, but the hammering and the presence of such a marketing tool, or I would call a web presence tool, is really, really very high. Email marketing. What is email marketing? Email marketing means that creating your web presence through email. Why email? Because email is very, very economical. There is a close relationship with the person who has emailed and the person who receives the email. There is a very high rate of return. There is a very high return of investment through email. Email marketing or email response is measurable. This is how you can send a reminder email or some poster or a flyer like this informing about your practice to a particular group of people or a particular thread of email. I'm not a very big fan of corporate chains, but this is something which they are very good at, and that is creating very good web presence content. You can look at this image of my dentist, which actually shows a very happy family. And this happy family with smiling family is so pleasant to look at that anybody who looks at this particular email would and is in need of a dentist would definitely at least once call them and book an appointment with them. Coming to another aspect of web presence is mobile marketing. What do I mean by mobile marketing is how a mobile can be used to increase your web presence. 81% of the Indian population uses mobile phones, and most of them are today on the internet on their smartphones. This piece of information is very interesting and disheartening at the same time. But my dear friends, it is true that 4.8 billion people now in the world own mobile phones, whereas only 4.2 billion own a toothbrush. So what all you can do through mobiles? You can actually conduct various promotions of your practice through sending coupons, banners, games, sending SMSs or an MMS or a location based message through mobile and thereby increase your web presence. So here is a very interesting website which would make, please take a picture of this or a note of this website. It's called appmaker.com. You can actually make an app if you have your own website. You can make an app of your own by going on appmaker.com and putting the domain name of your website over here. AppMaker will make a website for you, which will be in various forms: the Android, HTML, BlackBerry, iOS, email, and it will be in a link or a QR code form, which you would have to share with your targeted audience, and they can actually use this link or email to actually visit your app. And you can have a basic information app. This is the QR code I was talking about. You can have a basic information app wherein you can have your credentials and the website link on this app. And once the patient or the targeted people are happy with your app, they can go on your website and get more details of your practice and you. People who want more on this app can actually go to the paid feature in appmaker.com and add certain paid features to the app. Google mobile ads is something like Google AdWords, but it is a campaign for which is targeted mainly to the mobile phone users. So this can also help you in increasing your web presence. Appointment reminders can be sent. For example, Practo sends an appointment reminder for on the day the appointment is booked and on the day the appointment is. So it is a thing which is very well appreciated by the patients, and the patients actually don't miss appointments, or at least don't have a reason to tell us that they forgot about the appointment. There is a study which was done by me in my department on text messaging as a reminder to help in orthodontic compliance. And yes, we found that the group of patients who were actually reminded of their appointment through text messages complied better to their appointment, keeping up of their appointment. This was published in the Journal of Oral Hygiene and Health. A similar text messaging reminder study was done for wear of intraoral elastics in my department, and it was published in Journal of Dentistry and Orofacial Surgery. And the conclusion was again that the people with whom the text messages were shared actually complied better in the wear of intraoral elastics. As I am coming to the end of my webinar, I would like to share some good reading content in this particular topic for you. There is an article in Seminars in Orthodontics 2016, The Key to Successful Online Marketing for an Orthodontic Practice, Mastering the Plan. You can go through this article. This is an article which is published by me. You can go through Asia Pacific Orthodontic Society Journal 2017 article, World of Orthodontic Apps. That is also a very good article to make you understand how apps help us in promoting our practices. There is a practitioner manual by Indian Orthodontic Society, which has a chapter on complete guide on online marketing or online presence for a successful orthodontic practice. You can go through this chapter also on the manual. This chapter is written by me. Coming to the conclusion of this webinar on online presence, I would like to conclude saying that online presence has become essential to every orthodontist and dentist. You need to have an excellent website which reflects your personality, your practice, and gives pertinent information. You need to have at least a page on Facebook for your practice. You need to invest time and money into creating online presence. Do not underestimate the power of the web. This is a quote which I would like to, which says, by the skillful and sustained use of propaganda, one can make a people see even heaven as hell, or an extremely wretched life as paradise. Thank you, friends, for your patient hearing through this webinar. I really appreciate that.